brought in my kids, my son in particular. And I did that, and this was the family for him. And I think of this barony as a family, and I don't want to be mama, but at the same time, I am concerned about what happens. I want to make sure that nothing happens to the barony that's not good. I appreciate that we have kids and we have adults who are kids. And, hey, you know, don't laugh at him. Yeah, but, you know, it started out as being a family thing, and I still want it to be family. And I care about people that are in this barony, even though I don't see them all the time, even though I don't interact with them all the time. I still care. They're in my barony. They're in my home. This is our village. And that's why I step up. I mean, at one point I was thinking, came back from school and I went, no. But it'd been a long time since I'd seen a lot of people that I know. And it's like, I don't want anything to happen to anybody in this barony. I really don't. So I want to be there to kind of, hey, let's come here. Give you a hug.
What's the kind of trouble we can get into?
Well, no.
I'm with you.
Hey,
Were you
know,
there when she was talking about climbing the Thunderdome?
No.
Oh, yeah. I figured out how we could do it. Of course, it was Ted and I.
The position is a leadership position. It's pushing and driving and trying to get people to come with you. I do that at work. It's a skill set that I've recently discovered I'm pretty good at. And I think that with the right leadership and the right ideas and some key people in the barony helping out, I think we can grow and achieve a much better status than we have right now as far as people and growth and moving forward. And in the position of Baron, I think that that is the place to be to do that.
I think I'm actually the only one that did answer this question at the very beginning. I like to take care of people.
Yeah.
And there are two positions in the barony that are the ones where your job is to take care of the barony. To take care of the people as individuals, by being emotionally supportive, present as needed, and also supportive of the barony as a whole, as far as growth and movement and activity and interaction with the rest of the kingdom. And I'm holding one of those positions right now, and I would like to experience both. I would like to be able to support the barony in both of those ways, by protecting it and guiding it legally, and also by protecting it and guiding it in the sense of the interaction with the rest of the kingdom.
Good. I'm going to bring it back to Her Excellency to ask a question, and then I will get you, Master Esther. You're next.
So I have a very specific question. This is for all of the candidates, or there's a couple, but it is sort of, and we sort of talked about it a little bit, but this is much more specific. So, say for example, there was a decision that needed to be made by the coronet, and it was somewhat, your decision was somewhat controversial. Maybe not everyone appreciated your decision, but it's what needed to be made. And so there's some people that aren't happy about it, and there's some members that are getting in your face about this, being very confrontational, saying, why did you do this? It's sucky. You shouldn't have done this. This is not what we wanted. And so they're really getting in your face about it. So how would you, either individually or as a couple, respond to these people, and how would you deal with this sort of confrontational person?
Yeah.
Person in the back row.
So we call
I'm not much for responding to people being confrontational. And what I mean by that is you can be confrontational at me, and I will sit there quietly until you're done. And then I will explain my reasoning. And then I will offer you the opportunity to explain to me why you think your idea was better. And then I will thank you for your input. And then we will move on.
Give me the teacher look as well.
I was gonna say, I didn't work when he was in school, I don't think it's gonna work now.
You know, whether it hurts my feelings or not, having hurt feelings in front of somebody who is upset with you and upset with your decision, it doesn't do any good. So I have found that using that tone and asking them to explain their reasoning usually gives them the opportunity to feel like they have been heard. And then thanked for voicing their opinion. And then, if it hurt my feelings that much, then when I am back in my own tent, I will cry. And then we will move on with life.
I cried a lot.
But it really is calm in the face of confrontation, because if you can't do that, then all it does is escalate.
Yeah. I mean, the first step is to de-escalate the situation. Get everybody at least as calm as they can and rationally carrying out a conversation, and find out what their root issue with the decision was. And it may not be something that you can actually find a compromise on, but you have to validate their opinion, because it's their opinion and they have every right to it. And whether you like it, they like it, it's right, it's wrong, it's their opinion. And I mean, sometimes there's room for compromise and sometimes there's not. And if you can find a way to bring about their happiness, that's great. If not, sometimes you just have to tell somebody that that's not what you felt was best. And you have to do what you feel is best for the barony. And then you put on armor and go swing sticks at each other.
I like that.
Whole
She can put on armor too.
right there.
Yeah, man, well, they can put on armor. It's all legal.
And swing
We've
sticks at you.
we've signed waivers.
I agree. If someone's confrontational and they're not happy with the decision you made. First of all, I'm going to make a decision based on what is in the best interest of the barony, like that said. And then, okay, you're not happy. What is it that isn't, that, find out what their opinion is. And agreed, you take it down a notch. We were joking about, we've been joking about this a couple of days now. Someone comes up to you and goes, so-and-so called me a poo-poo head.
You know what, if it's you, I already know you did, so you can start.
My first reaction is, wow, really? I've never heard that used before. That's a new term. Which, it's a joke, it's lighthearted, but I would not, if I know that person's going to get really aggressive, that's another thing. You back away, you step, let it settle. But also you have to find out, I made the best decision with the information I had at the time. If they have new information, if there's a new way to proceed and find out that something was different than what you had for information, it's worth listening. You have to listen. Those people need to voice that opinion. You never know what somebody will bring up and say, you know, well, gee whiz, it just doesn't do this and this and this. Oh, and yes, talk with a person after they've called. I mean, they articulate it better than I do. But it's the same idea. You know, calm the situation, find out what's going on. We made a decision based on this information, and here's why, and explain our side as well. Maybe they don't like our side. Maybe they do. Maybe they can understand better because they don't understand all the facts. But it has to be a conversation, not a confrontation.
Confrontations don't work unless you're gonna fight. Conversations work, de-escalate it down to where you can have a civil conversation about it. Hear their side, but still, you've made a decision, you have to stick with it. Whether it's right or wrong in some people's minds, you can't please everybody. So you're just gonna have to de-escalate it and run with it.
Do the best you can at making everybody as happy as possible. Doesn't mean that you're going to change it just for that person.
Master Esteban, de Supplemental.
I forgot your question.
Wait, hold on. You just said you didn't have anything to say?
I never said I didn't have anything to say.
He forgot his question, he's gonna talk anyway.
Bingo. You look around this room, you see almost 100 years of SCA playing. Most people in this room have held offices that, from Baron to Seneschals, to Deputy Seneschals, to Scribes, multiple offices. These people in here. You know, for the last year I haven't been able to play as much. My job has taken me away, my health is deteriorated, you know. But I need to know, what are you gonna do if you become Baron? Not only to inspire me, which I have inspiration, how are you gonna infuse this barony so that these people who have been running this barony for the last 10, 12, 15 years, you know, and so on. What are your plans to make this barony grow so that we don't get burned out?
The plan is to make Elizabeth good. He said the plan is to make Elizabeth good.
That's where he's trying to. You talked about the split in the barony, the young and the old. You know, and you want mentorships and you want all this. Well, you know, how do you plan on making that happen? Because those of us who are playing, or those who are playing, are already playing. They're already helping run this barony. You know, they're already. How are you gonna keep them from burning out? How are you gonna get more people into this barony to take up these positions that have been filled by all these people for so many years? I'm curious. You know, what's your plan? And it's not easy. You know, I know. Yeah.
I understand it. It's, you just, whoever You're just gonna have to just strive to get the young and the old together. You're gonna have to strive to get new people in. Get the new people in, the younger people to become the officers, the deputies, the assistants.
It's like I
How are
said,
you gonna do it?
it's like I said, when I was a
Cattle prod.
Cattle prod? I got pleated, I drove. I like that.
Didn't try the cattle prod, yep. It was, my take on that was, we as a B and B have to make more contacts so that we have more people who actually know about us. I talk to people, I'm really good at being in a grocery line and talking to somebody I don't know.
We know.
I'm not real good at talking to people I care about because that's a whole different thing. I'm very